Hello guys, today I have a top 5 budget meta decks for post-SUDA format. Now, there's not going to be any post-SUDA decks in here just because we don't know all the ratios of all the cards yet. So we don't know what's in the prices of the decks archetype may jump. So we don't know yet. So these are just cards we do know the prices of right now. And yeah, so let's begin. We're going to go over the deck of each one of these and then I'm going to break them down. So, starting off with the deck profile for Melodus, we got 1 Aria, 3 Ash, 1 Cannon, 3 Veiler, 1 Elegy, 3 Herald, 1 Sylphina, 1 Sonata, 2 Soprano, 3 Couplet, 3 Refrain, 3 First Movement and Solos, 1 Called by the Grave, 2 Crossout Designator, 3 Forbidden Droplet, 1 Melodious Concerto, 3 Ostinato, 1 Pot of Prosperity, 2 Triple Tactics Talents, and 3 Infinite Impermanence for the main deck. So, reason why this is a really good budget meta deck is because this card right here. Just the effect of it where it says, your Melodious monsters you control cannot be targeted by card effects or be destroyed by battle. That's like infinitely better. And like it makes it infinitely good. Especially since Ryziel is like one of the best matchups for this deck because of if you get out this card against them, they can't target with the detonator. Most of their cards target, and if they're playing the Fiendsmith version, they still target. And they can't attack over this to get rid of it, because it even protects itself from being destroyed by battle and from targeting effects. There's not a lot of cards and archetypes that do that. Because most cards will be like, okay, you cannot target you cannot target other set archetype cards for attacks, but you can target this one. This card is not like that. This card's like busted. This card right here is another busted card because you can add back your Herald of the Orange Lights, you can add back Green Light, you can add back Lancia, you can add back any of your fairies basically. So it's infinite like resources. The grind game for this deck is very good. The rest of this deck is self-explanatory. Like the ratios, your starters of the deck are like the 3 Couplet, the 3 Refrain, the Movement Solos, and the Ostinatos. Those are your main combo starters. Now the 1-card combos are going to be the Refrains, the First Movements, and the Ostinatos. Refrains more so a 2-card combo because you need any other Melodious card in your hand plus it in your hand. So you can activate it, grab Concerto, use a Melodious, plus this one in the Pendulum Zone for a Fusion Summon. This singular card right here is busted. This is a draw 1, and you can use your Pendulum Melodious in the Pendulum Zone as fusion material. That's it for the first deck. Now on to the second one. And here we are with the second deck profile. So for the second budget meta deck, I'm going to say Fire Kings. Like, Fire Kings, in my opinion, is really good this format. I feel like it would have a really good Ryziel matchup. Just because if they try to pop into your Fire King cards, they just recur resources. Infinite resource gain, and they just pop themselves as well. Now for the deck profile, we have 3 Ash, 3 Veiler, 1 Fire King Arvata, 3 Fire King Ulticanix, 1 High Avatar Garunix, 3 Fire King High Avatar Kirin, 2 Ghost Spell, 2 Ogre, 3 Phonics, 2 Nibiru, 3 Sacred Fire King Garunix, 1 Called By, 1 Circle of the Fire Kings, 3 Dark Ruler, 3 Fire King Islands, 2 Fire King Sanctuary, 1 Fire King Skyburn, 1 1-for-1, 1 Pot of Prosperity, 3 Triple Tactics Talents, and 3 Infinite Impermanence. That's it for the main deck. For the extra deck now, we got 1 Zeus, 1 Grunix Eternity, 1 number 90 Galaxy's Eyes Photon Lord, 1 Zombie Vampire, 1 Swarm Ship Amblowell, 1 Dark, 1 Hita, 1 IP, 1 Nightmare Phoenix, 1 Promethean Princess, 1 Relinquished Anima, 1 SP Little Knight, 1 Salamer Great Raging Phoenix, 1 Underworld Goddess of the Closed World, and one World Seed Dragon Zealantis. The extra deck is kind of self-explanatory, right? You got the Zeus in here because you're playing XZs. You can use this, this, this. If you pop their whole board with this, and then you can go this into Zeus. This is just a negate that you can get up if you're able to get out these two. These two, and then you just go for like the rest of your package after that. Zombie Vampire, these two, and then mill cards, so you get more Fire Kings into your graveyard. So if you do pop a card like this or this, you can summon back Fire Kings from your graveyard. Way easier. The Promethean Practice can either go into this to this, so you can get an OTK package. This is the clear Chaos Angel, and SPIP is self-explanatory. Now for the main Fire King package, you do have some one-card combos in the deck, which is like Ulticanics, Phonics, Island, and Sanctuary. So these are like your one-card combos, as well as one for one is another one. Now you don't have any two-card combos because like if you see this one, it's not really a two-card combo. This one is technically a two-card combo, but you need like this one or this one. You need either of these. You can't see any others. Like this, because if you see this, then it's technically not a two-card combo anymore because this is just a one-card combo. But if you see these two, then it's technically a two-card combo, and this is technically a two-card combo. But this is technically a one-card combo because these just get you full combo. But that's it for the second deck list. Now on to the third. Hello guys, to the third deck profile, and I'm just going to jump straight into it. It's going to be a Voiceless Voice deck profile, and we have, start off with the main deck, we got 3 Ash Blossom, 1 Maximus, 3 Valor, 3 Low, 3 Nib, 3 Saphira, 1 Sage, 2 Ancient Saravis, 1 Skull Guardian, 1 Pendulum Graph Dragon, 2 Barrier of the Voiceless Voice, 1 Blessing of the Voiceless Voice, 1 Called By, 3 Forbidden Droplet, 3 Nadir Servant, 2 Prayers of the Voiceless Voice, 3 Pre-Preparation of Rites, 3 Triple Tactics Talent, 3 Infinite Impermanence, and 1 Radiance of the Voiceless Voice. That's it for the main deck, but now for the extra deck. 1 Elder Entity Entis, 1 Garua, 1 Herald, 1 Cypher Lord Omega, 1 Meteorologic Aggregator, 1 Absolute Dragon, 1 Access Code, 1 Dark, 1 Dynamondo, 1 Gravity Controller, 1 Unicorn, 1 Lina, 1 Relinquished Anima, 1 Rebellion Dragon, and 1 Overlord. I think the only like questionable cards in the extra deck is this Overlord, Rebellion, Absolute, and Controller. So, the reason why we play Controller is for Absolute Dragon, because you can use Sage plus Skull Guardian to go into Absolute Dragon in the extra monster zone. Link it off for Controller. Then Absolute Dragon can go ahead and summon out Rebellion Dragon, and then you can overlay Overlord on top of that, get 3 attacks with Overlord, which is 9k damage in total. So if you weren't sure you were going to get the game, you were now. This deck can play a lot of non-engine, so it's a really good budget deck. You can probably pick this deck up for around if you need like hand traps, then probably around like the $100 range. Probably like $100 to $90 to pick it all up. But if you don't need any of the hand traps, like let's say you got all the non-engine, you just need like the main Voiceless Voice package with like this Dogmatica stuff, and then like the extra deck stuff. We're gonna say that you probably already have. So that'd probably be around like $60. But on to the fourth deck. Start with the fourth deck profile of today. And for this one, we got Rescuers. This card has recently had Airlifter come off the ban list, so I feel like this could be a really good deck that not a lot of people are playing right now. But let's hop right into the deck profile for this one. And we're going to start off with 3 Ash Blossom and Joy Spring, 3 Effect Veiler, 3 Nibiru, 3 Airlifter, 3 Hydrant, 3 Impulse, 1 Preventer, 2 Turbulence, 1 Alert, 3 Book of Eclipse, 1 Called By, 3 Emergency, 3 Droplets, 1 Instant Fusion, 1 for 1, 1 Pot of Prosperity, 1 Rescue, 1 Rescue HQ, 3 Triple Tactics Talent, 1 to Contain, 1 Extinguish, and 3 Infinite Impermanence. That's it for the main deck. Now on to the extra deck. For the extra deck, we have Mud Dragon, 1 Abyss Weller, 1 Zeus, 1 Baguska, 1 Dagda, 1 Dark, 1 Hita, 1 IP Masquerena, 1 Lina, 1 Promethean Princess, 1 Relinquished Anima, 1 SP Little Knight, 1 Solomon Great Raging Phoenix, 1 Azalea, and 1 World Seed Zelantis. So I feel like the extra deck is self-explanatory. Don't really need to explain it as much. Baguska is mainly for Fiendsmith package and like anything that uses the graveyard. Baguska, just in case if you get like shifted or something like that, you can make this. Mud Dragon is in here for the instant fusion. And for the main deck, so I feel like all the non-engine is self-explanatory. Maybe like Book of Eclipse, you could be like, okay, well, why is that in here? Well, it's because let's say you normal summon out this, or you have to normal summon out this, and they go Imperm Veiler on either of these. Now, if you open up this, then you're like, okay, well, this just dodges it. But this is literally another emergency, basically, because you can go Book of Eclipse, set these two. Set either of these. Now, if you open it up with this in Book of Eclipse, you can go normal summon Airlifter effect, they try to Imperm Veiler, you go Book of Eclipse, set it, and then you add emergency. Now, if you open up no Rescue Ace cards in hand, you're still good. Because you contribute face down monsters for cost or effect. Because you know what their names are. So you can contribute your face down airlifter for emergency. You contribute your face down rescue monsters for emergency. So then they have to have. So let's say like they try to Imperm Veiler this because they don't want to ash it, just in case you have emergency. You go Book of Eclipse, set. You add this. You go Activate Emergency. You bait out 2 hand traps if they ash this. And then if you have any other combo piece, then you can extend further. Because you can go Emergency. You know, some like let's say you have this, like way to this. Like let's say you open up this. Then you go this, summon out this. Add Turbulence, summon it, link this off for Relinquished, and then Turbulence, banish. Summon out Turbulence, set 4 pass off Turbulence. Plus, if you did open up this, that means you had to pitch one. That means you should have 1 card in your hand left, at least. So that could be another hand trap, another like Imperm tactics. So you could draw 2 if they did ash you. But yeah, that's it for the 4th deck profile. So now on to the 5th. Hello guys, I'm here with the last and final budget deck of this video, and it is Centurion. So for this deck profile, I'm just going to go straight into it, and then I'll explain it afterwards. So we got 3 Ash, 1 Atari, 1 Gargoyle, 3 Primera, 3 Tridea, 3 Veiler, 3 Ghost Bell, 3 Nibiru, 1 Called By, 1 Bonds, 3 Crossout Designator, 3 Emblem Oath, 3 Droplets, 3 Stand Up, 1 Terraform, 3 Triple Tactics Talents, 1 Wake Up Centurion, 1 Phalanx, and 3 Infinite Impermanence. That's it for the main deck. For the extra deck, we played 2 Auxilla, 2 Legacia, 2 Primus, 2 Cosmic Blazar, 2 Crimson Dragon, 1 Clearwing Over Synchro Dragon, 1 Crystal Clearwing Synchro Dragon, 1 Red Supernova Dragon, 1 Baguska, and 1 SP Little Knight. That's it for the extra deck. This card right here is a card that's coming out in SUDA. It's really good. And I'm just going to talk about it because there's nothing really like that I need to explain for the like ratios or anything. Because this is like basic build basically. Because you just play a lot of non-engine with the Centurion package. If you have Bestials, you can add those in. If you have like, you only want to add those in for playing Blue Bellion in the deck though. Because you don't really want Bestials in here. Because then they just break up the deck. But like you could play Horse as well if you have that. But for the Synchro, this card is really good. So reason why we play this and this is because this is a monster negate. So let's say you run out of Cosmic Blazars, or like they can get rid of them somehow, or like You go Crimson Dragon, you run out of like targets for it, you can go into this. Now, this is a monster negate, and it gains attack whenever it destroys that monster. So it's kind of like this one, kind of, but it negates the monster effect. It doesn't negate spells and traps, but it negates the monster effect. And then, if it leaves the field by your opponent, I'm assuming it's kind of like Mirror Jade, where how Mirror Jade is destroyed by battle, it still triggers Mirror Jade effect. So I'm assuming it's that way as well. You can special out Clearing. So you can go and special out this one right here. Because it has Clearing in its name, so you can special it out. And this one is a monster negate, or not a monster negate, sorry. It's a spell and trap card negate. So this one negates spell and trap cards. This one negates monster effects. So you go this one, negate monster effect. Then if they get rid of it, you can go into this one, negate spell and trap card effect. And if they activate a monster effect, you can go and chain this to make it unaffected by their activated effects of the opponent's monsters. And it gains attack equal to that opponent's monster that activated, but its original attack. So let's say they go Nibiru, they get rid of this, or like let's see, let's say you overextended, you went for this, then you go for this target, they let you go into this, and then they go Nibiru and go summon out this. So you'll have something at least, and it's just really good. This card's also really good. I like this card a lot. Gains 5 attack for each tuner monster in your graveyard. So let's say you like open up like Triple Veiler, this, and then like another like this, or like any other combo piece. The more like hand traps you open that are tuners, like Ash, Imp Veiler, Ghost Spell, and that's about it that we're running in this deck. The more of these you open up, and the more you activate these cards, the more this card's gonna get boosted up. So the card's really good in the grind game, and it's really good to get to game. That's it for the 5 budget decks of this format, and I hope to see y'all in the next video. Leave a like, tell me what you think in the comments. See y'all next time. Peace.